What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the this is the Mohawk Maquette from Gremlins 2 and Elite Creature Collectibles. They have the license for the new batch. I don't think they have anything to do with the first movie. I don't know if you can see over there, but I have my other Mogwai over there. I also have the Gizmo that they released about a year and a half ago, I guess. Huge fan of 80s creatures, goblins, gremlins. I just like small little, B-movie monsters. If you've seen any of my other videos, I used to have a pretty extensive collection, but I decided to get rid of all my like human statues, Ghostbusters, Michael Myers. I had Iron Man, all the Avengers. So I just kind of stuck with like what I really like, which is like creatures, monsters. But Gremlins is one of my favorites. So yeah, I've been waiting for this guy. I didn't look at it yet. I opened the box up just so we can get going and you don't have to watch all that. But I have number 25 of, they made 299 of these. I don't know if they sold them all. I've only seen 2 other reviews and both numbers were in the 20s. I doubt they only sold 20 of them. But yeah, we'll dig in here and get this out the way. Alright, so these are on top here. There's 3 pictures of Gizmo, because this is the scene when Mohawk has Gizmo in the printer. So you can, from my understanding, there's a door on the printer and you can have these sticking out, just something additional to display. Alright, so we got 2 half boxes here. I assume the base is on the bottom. Like always. Alright, I am struggling with this thing. This thing's gotta weigh 40, 50 pounds. Holy shit. It's got a label on the bottom, but not much. Your power button's on the back. Looks pretty good. It looks like an old ass printer. They did a good job, but it's got 1 peg hole. I don't know why it's so heavy. It also has the, I don't really remember what they call them, but it's the electricity gremlin. This powers up and I believe you hit this button and you'll see lights going back and forth, like there's like the printer's functioning. So I guess we can put Gizmo on there. This is kind of just a half a body. It looks a little, the fur looks a little lighter than that, the other one that they released. So I think this kind of just slides in here and just sits there. Nothing holding it in, it's not going to go anywhere. I have not had a lot of good luck with the Elite Creature Collectibles. That Gizmo I bought, I actually had to send back twice. It was broken. And I ended up getting one secondhand from somebody else. Got lucky there because that's no longer available. My Jason Voorhees came in twice broken. Now, I'm on the East Coast, and Elite Creature Collectibles is way over on the West Coast. so it does have to travel quite a distance. And that might have something to do with it, but when they're charging you $300 for fucking shipping, you know, they can put a little more effort into it. So far he looks really good. I was expecting more of a, I don't know the word I want to use, like a shiny, glossy paint application, but doesn't seem like it. Alright, this thing does not want to go in there. I don't want to force it. Alright, it's going in. Alright, so one peg. Man, this looks really good. One peg, he's on there. I assume that's why the base is so heavy, due to the size of him. Oh man, this looks killer. I did see another review, and the guy had a problem putting his arms in, so if I have a problem with it, I'm just not gonna do, you know, I'll do it later. I'm not gonna, I don't want to risk damaging anything. These are pretty heavy. I also seen another review where the guy said it was 1/3 scale. It's definitely not 1/3 scale. I don't know if it's life size. It looks just a little smaller to me than the only other reference that I would have was the phone NECA Gremlins that came out years and years ago, and they seemed a little bit bigger than this. I think a maquette, you can there's no real size. You can have it any size you want. I'm just hoping these go in without much trouble. Oh yeah, like butter. Alright, that makes me happy. I was very worried about that. You can kind of see the seam a little bit, but there's no real way to get around that. I'm not going to go crazy over it. Now see, the arms look a little shinier. It could be the lighting. They look a little more glossy than the body to me. But my light is not great down here. I didn't dig in there yet, but I also seen something about you might have to heat the fins up on his back to get them to fit properly. And I think it comes with instructions for that. So we'll see how that goes. Oh yeah, I am so happy because I was terrified about that. I don't look like this one's going in 100%. So I will fumble around with that later. I don't want to hold this video up any longer than I have to. I'm just praying that this isn't damaged. I might have got sidetracked earlier when I was talking, but the Jason Voorhees 1/3 scale statue, I ordered it. I fucking loved it. I had problems with it, and I also had the Freddy on order, but since I couldn't get another Jason, I decided to cancel the Freddy also, and that's ultimately what led to me getting rid of all my human, you know, characters and just sticking with my monsters. Alright, so this little piece is, I guess depending on where you display it, I heard that this is just a little door that sits there. Okay, and then your pictures would come out of there, or just sit in there. Like so. So, I'm going to leave it like that for now. That's a plug. I'm not going to plug it in right now. So here is the instructions for the fins on the back. It says the back fin may need to be adjusted slightly to fit. Please use the electric hair dryer to soften the edge to help it maintain its proper position. So we'll see if they fit in without a problem. If not, I will do them later. I'm going to go over this guy with a fine-tooth comb because I have had nothing but bad luck from ECC, and it's a shame because I can... Alright, that's a magnet. It clipped right on. I see no problem with it, but I might follow their instructions later on when I have some time, and just to make sure that it does fit properly. And so this guy goes like this. No problem. I think I have an outlet here, so I will plug this in real quick just so you guys can see the light up feature. And then I'll walk around it, show you some close-ups, and we'll get out of here. Alright, this is not going to fit, unfortunately. I don't really want to fool with it. I might be able to pull it back here a little bit. I'm going to put it right here. I kind of cleared this space out. So, you know what? I might just leave it plugged in. I don't plug anything in. I leave all the power cords and shit in the boxes and put them in storage. But I might leave this plugged in because he's going to be sitting right in front of the plug. Come on. Just barely. A little more. Okay. Is that on? I don't even see it lighting up. The power light's on the outlet itself. Okay, there it goes. I don't know if you can see that from over there. I don't know if that's the electric gremlin or Gizmo. Yeah, you hear Gizmo saying bright light, and the electric gremlin. Alright, so yeah, this guy is fucking killer. I'm very pleased with it. I gotta go over it to make sure there's no damage I miss, because you know, you're kind of excited when you're waiting a year or two for something and then you get a chance to open it up. But the paint application is killer. I'm glad I got this, man. I was after the I think NECA did a statue years and years ago, and maybe like 3rd scale. I don't know if they actually put a scale on it, and it was the best Mohawk out. But I'm glad I waited for this. This guy is expensive. I think shipping and everything is about $2,500. But you're not going to find anything else like this, man. I'll show you this feature, and then I want to unplug it so I can spin it around for you. So that's you can kind of make out the face, 2 eyes up top. You see the nostrils, and the mouth is wide open around copy. So that's the electric gremlin. And you can hear Gizmo saying bright light. Alright, so I'm going to unplug that, and then we can spin it around. Alright. It's kind of on a weird angle and my lighting is bad. So I'm trying to get some good angles without the light fucking it up. You can kind of see the split on the arms right there. I'm going to have to mess around with it. The claws, I think the whole thing is translucent resin. I haven't you know, looked up the description in quite a while, because this guy, I think he was at Comic-Con. He got unveiled at Comic-Con 2017 maybe, and he went up for pre-order last October and got released a year later. So I don't remember all the details. He should be translucent resin, same as Gizmo's feet here. And his claws, these spikes, they look killer because you can almost see through them. But so far, I'm happy, man. This thing is fucking killer. I gotta go look at those other videos because I swear it was more of like a glossy paint. It doesn't bother me either way. But the arms, if you can see that sheen that, you know, you can see the light reflecting off of, and you don't really see it. You know, like the ears are flat. You can kind of see it in some spots up here, but it's really dominant on the arms. So they may have been painted by somebody else. But, I mean, I'm not going to complain about shit like that. As long as it's not damaged, I'll be happy because of the luck I've had with them. I mean, their fucking shit is amazing. It's worth the money. They make the best shit out. And this is coming from someone who's owned hundreds of pieces from dozens of different companies. But every fucking thing I get from them comes in damaged. But, yeah, man, they did a good job on the printer. Like I said, that thing is like 45 fucking pounds. But it looks legit. It looks like a fucking printer from the 80s, dude. I mean, even these lines are good. Sideshow got sloppy late in the game. I remember my Iron Patriot life-size bus. He had lines all over him, but like this shit was fucking, oh my god. They had grooves where all they had to do was go in, but the lines were everywhere, man. It was horrible. And they wouldn't do nothing about it. But ECC pays attention to shit like that. Yeah, this is the killer piece, man. I wish I had measurements for you guys. The box was massive. I got a mid-size SUV, and he like was scraping my fucking roof trying to get him in the back. So he ain't gonna fit in a car. I'm just guessing here. He might be like 24 inches wide, printer to printer, maybe 14 inches long, or deep, I should say. And let me back up here. I would say from the bottom of the printer to the top of his spike, his left ear's the tallest point, but let's say the top of the spike to the bottom of the printer, I would say probably about 32 inches. It's a big ass piece, but it's condensed. It's good. It's going to fit right on that fucking shelf I put out there. Alright, I don't have much else to say, guys. I mean, I hope I gave you some good shots here because the lighting down here sucks. But, you got any questions? I respond pretty quickly. Anything else I can help you out with, don't hesitate to ask me a question. Anything you see in here, you know, you want to ask a question about, just ask away. Alright, that's going to wrap it up, man. Thanks for watching.